When war breaks out, most people expect conflict, but they don't expect this. Higher gas prices, more expensive groceries, rising rent, increasing everyday costs. Yet somehow, it all happens, and not slowly. Sometimes, almost overnight. So why does war, even thousands of miles away, make life more expensive? The answer is deeper than just headlines. In the last video, we looked at how the war involving Iran could impact the global economy. But now let's bring it closer to home. Because the real question is, why do conflicts like this affect your wallet? The answer comes down to three powerful forces: energy, supply chains, and uncertainty. The first and biggest reason is energy. War often disrupts oil supply, and oil powers the global economy. It fuels transportation, manufacturing, agriculture, global trade. When conflict threatens oil-producing regions or key shipping routes, prices rise quickly. And when oil prices rise, everything becomes more expensive. Because almost every product depends on transportation at some point. Food has to be shipped, materials have to be delivered, products have to reach stores. Higher fuel costs ripple through the entire system, and those costs are passed on to consumers. The second reason is supply chains. Modern economies depend on global networks. Goods are produced in one country, assembled in another, and sold somewhere else. War disrupts these systems. Shipping routes become unsafe. Insurance costs rise. Delays increase. And when goods take longer to arrive or become harder to produce, supply decreases. But demand often stays the same. And when supply drops while demand stays high, prices rise. Even small disruptions can have large effects because global supply chains are so interconnected. The third force is uncertainty. Financial markets react quickly to risk. When war creates uncertainty, investors become cautious. Businesses delay expansion. Companies raise prices to protect against potential losses. And markets begin adjusting to unknown outcomes. This uncertainty spreads across the economy. It affects investment decisions, hiring, and pricing. And even if the conflict itself is far away, the economic effects can show up almost immediately. And here's something most people don't realize. War doesn't just destroy things. It changes how the entire global system behaves. Wars also increase government spending. Countries often allocate significant resources toward defense and security during conflicts. This can increase overall spending in the economy. At the same time, supply disruptions limit the availability of goods. More money, chasing fewer goods. That combination can contribute to inflation. And inflation reduces the purchasing power of money, meaning your dollar buys less than it did before. One of the most surprising things about economic shocks is how quickly they spread. Gas prices often rise first. Then transportation costs increase. Then food and goods follow. Because energy sits at the base of the entire economic system. When that foundation shifts, everything built on top of it adjusts. That's why even distant conflicts can affect everyday prices within weeks, or even days. War changes more than geopolitics. It changes economics. It affects energy markets, disrupts global trade, and introduces uncertainty into financial systems. And all of that leads to one result: higher costs across everyday life. Understanding this doesn't stop prices from rising, but it does explain why events happening far away can quickly become part of your daily financial reality.